Hey guys, what's up? Producer engineer Alex Scott here with Consordini.com. Got another super cool gear review for you guys today. Today we are taking a look at the Golden Age Project R1 Tube Active Ribbon Microphone. Now, right off the bat, if you guys have never seen a mic like this before, you might hear, wait, tube and ribbon? And yes, that is indeed correct. This is a ribbon mic, a long ribbon mic, that also happens to have a tube inside of it. This accomplishes a couple of things. The main thing that it does is bring a lot of gain back to the party. If you guys have used ribbon mics before, you will know that ribbon mics are notoriously quiet. They need a lot of gain and usually a really clean preamp that has a lot of gain on tap to be able to make them sound as loud as you need to be able to get the gain into your DAW or onto tape or whatever you're using. The second thing that the tube accomplishes in this mic is to add back a little bit of the top end that goes missing oftentimes with ribbon mics. When you have a passive ribbon, because of the design of the circuit, which there really isn't much of a circuit, usually it's just the ribbon motor into a transformer with a few other elements in there straight out to your console. But you can lose some top end. That can be a good thing, especially if you're working with really hot, a guitar cab that might sound a little bit harsh either way, if it weren't being used or weren't being recorded with a ribbon, rather. Guitar amps can sound a little bit harsh sometimes, and because of the natural top-end roll-off on a ribbon mic, they're very, very popular for controlling those frequencies on a guitar. Same thing with some string instruments. Violins can sound a little bit shrill with too detailed of a mic, so ribbons can roll that off, make it nice, or with horns. But sometimes for drums or other applications where you want to keep some of that detail, piano maybe, ribbon mics can just come out as a little bit too dark, and you need to do a lot of EQing after the fact to bring back some of that detail. The tube in this mic actually helps to take care of that. Not only does it raise the overall gain, but it helps to retain some of that high-end information. So you get the velvety, smooth, rich low end that ribbon mics are known and loved for, but you do still get to keep a little bit of that detail. Now, this mic is not an exact recreation of any particular mic. The ribbon side of it does take a lot of influence from the classic RCA 44, which was one of the first long-form ribbon microphones invented clear back, I believe, in the 40s. So it's a very vintage design in terms of the actual pickup element of the microphone. It has, figure 8 pickup pattern just like every other ribbon mic, but then putting that tube gain stage in there really does some interesting things. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is head out to my tracking room, actually, and we're going to set this up as a mono overhead on my drums, give it a listen there. Then we are going to play a little bit of acoustic guitar into it, and then we're going to come back in here in the studio, and I will do a quick voiceover segment so you guys can hear it on drums, guitar, and on voice, and really see how this mic performs. So without further ado, let's go check it out. Now we have the Golden Age Project R1 Tube Active set up as a voiceover or vocal mic. You can hear it definitely has those rich, creamy lows of a typical ribbon mic, and the highs are still slightly dark, but they're definitely more present and more euphonic, kind of more tubey hi-fi, right, than your typical ribbon mic would be. It definitely does a good job of retaining more of that top-end detail than your average mic. Just so you guys know, all of the samples that you've heard, the drums, the guitar, and my voice, are being run directly from the ribbon mic into an Audient ASP 800 preamp, which is an extremely clean, fast, uncolored, very transparent preamp. So you're really just hearing the natural characteristic of the mic itself. Okay guys, so there you go. That is a quick sound demo on a few different sources of our Golden Age Project R1 Tube Active ribbon mic. It's a really unique and interesting sounding mic. I use it all the time on, like I said at the beginning of the video, saxes, trumpets, trombones, on guitar cabinets a lot. If you're going for a really aggressive lead sound, it can help to tame that. But I really wish I had a pair, because I would love to hear it as a stereo pair on piano. I'd love to hear it as stereo overhead on drums. Every time I use it as a mono overhead, I really like the sound that I get, because again, it's got the detail, it's got that top end, but it's more controlled, and it just, the kick of the toms and the low end of the snare, it just brings out this really gorgeous velvety richness to the whole thing. So very cool mic, very unique mic. What do you guys think? Have you used one of these? Golden Age does have a more extensive line of ribbon mics in this same form factor. They have kind of a traditional plain ribbon mic. They have one that requires phantom power that has a bit of an active preamp and EQ circuit in it, and then they have this tube one as well. I have tried this one and then the plain Jane ribbon with no active components. I love that mic as well. That one's definitely darker, definitely choirs, sounds more like a traditional ribbon. This one has all that cool euphonic tube goodness. But what do you guys think of the Golden Age stuff? Do you have any of it? Have you used it? Do you like their mics? Do you like their outboard gear? We would love to hear any thoughts or comments you have in the comments down below. So please chime in there. Again, my name is Alex Scott with Consordini.com. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. We really appreciate it, and we will see you guys in the next one.